a little differently. A house is a house with a storage shed connected. It's the best combo of living space and storage, and we build them every day at Cleary. Speaking of house, get the best prices of the season during the Cleary Open House Sale, August 3rd through the 5th. Visit clearybuilding.com today.
Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin is on the air. Talking Golf is brought to you by American Family Insurance, Oak Park Place, Wild Rock Golf Club, Zimbrick European. Also, University Ridge Golf Course, Ridge Top Exteriors, Wisconsin.Golf, Cleary Building Corp., and Nevada Bobs. Now from the new home of TPC Wisconsin in Madison, here are the hosts of Talking Golf. Member of the Wisconsin-Golf Hall of Fame, the legendary Dennis Tiziani, longtime Madison sportscaster Paul Braun, and Wisconsin sports veteran and statewide radio host Mike Heller.
Welcome to another Talking Golf show. This one from TPC Wisconsin in Madison, along with Dave McCann, our engineer, Dennis Tiziani, Mike Heller, and I'm Paul Brown. Well, this is getting to be a regular thing, guys. We talk about Steve Stricker playing over the weekend, and he wins his 5th tournament of the year. It's his 3rd major of the season. Qualified him for the PGA Championship next season. He's now tied with Hale Irwin with 7 major wins on the PGA Tour Champions. Jack Nicklaus has 8. Gary Player has 9. Langer has a total of 12. Guys, your thoughts on how he did over the weekend, obviously, starting with Dennis.
Well, he did okay. But, I texted him after that second round.
What happened on Friday?
Well, he just, whatever happens, happens out there. And I said, it's really nice what you did, that you played high enough so some of these guys can get back in the game because they're not going to come and play anymore if, in fact, you keep doing what you're doing. And he shoots 65. He texted me back. He had a big emoji smile.
When he was hitting the ball left, and what do you suspect was going on there?
Well, I could see from the blade was closed at the top. So obviously his left hand might have been on a little bit strong, or he overcooked some because, it's not a level course. They're uphill lies, a lot of them. Every one of those greens, you never hit down to the green, you hit up. So uphill lie turns over a little bit more. And some of those that he hit left were short left pins. So he was kind of aggressive in doing it. But that happens once in a while. But it's good for him because then he'll go to the practice range and figure out what it was. But he did good after that. 65 there is a pretty good round.
He had 131 in 2 days on the weekend at Firestone, and they were talking about, that's a pretty good score on a Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, yeah, that's not an easy course to play
the way he fought back when, the tournament hangs. They played 65 holes, and the tournament's hanging there on 14, and he drains that long one and then puts it to about 8 inches on his to tap in birdie. And it ended the tournament, took the wind out of the sails.
That's it. But he's gotten very comfortable being uncomfortable. You can see it out there. He just goes around and minds his business and hits it in the fairway, hits it on the green, and makes the putt,
Well, and as you said, he picked up $525,000 to put in the wheelbarrow this weekend.
That's right. I know that. I know Nikki missed out on that money, that 10%.
Well, today's their anniversary, so maybe.
Yeah, maybe he got a little bit. The guy asked me about that. He's about Nikki. I said, well, she gets 10%. So if he makes $500,000, she gets 50, right?
Yeah.
And then she gets half of what's left.
So she gets 60.
So that's right. That's the big winner. Nikki's the big winner.
Good for her.
And he has won over $3 million on the year, and he has a $2 million lead in the Charles Schwab Cup.
$2.08 million lead. And now he's not going to play for a bit. He's not going to go over to the British. We asked him that last week. He's going to go fishing.
Tomorrow.
On his way out.
Him and Dutch are going to go walleye fishing.
Yeah.
But he told the commish, that he may not play anymore, and the commish shook his head no. So
we need you.
TV, right?
Let's see. Let's figure this out. Steve, you're probably only the face of the PGA Tour Champions now.
Right. We need
and you're talking about going hunting versus playing in the Charles Schwab Cup. Please, would you play in the Cup?
Well, shoot, the next time he might play might be out here. 2 weeks and a day from now.
He's going to play out here. I think Mario's coming. You know, Mario's exempt for the British seniors. Not this week, next week. He's playing in that. And then he's going to try to make it down here. He told me today. It's his birthday today. And it's Nicky's and Steve's anniversary today.
Right. So we gave
30
him the
years.
day off.
Congratulations.
We gave him the day off.
yeah, we did.
We got told that he wasn't going to
He's not going to do that. Yeah. So they're going to play on that first round. You know, it's a soft opening, and I guess they got a ribbon there to cut and stuff.
Ole's on a little bit later on in the show here, Dave Oleschek, and we're going to talk about the opening.
Okay,
and, they're going to be on the tee. They're going to lead it off, right?
Yeah.
The
They'll be the
Stricker family.
First one's
not you.
No, where am I going?
You probably played a couple.
Well, they're playing at 8. I thought you'd play at 7:15 just to get the jump.
I've done a couple holes already.
There you go. Of course you
We're
did.
testing it out. You know, see if it's any good.
He told me this today, and maybe I shouldn't say it, but I know one of the holes he played, number 8.
Yeah.
He said he hit it in the water.
Oh, what'd you do that for?
Well, there was a fish out there. I was aiming at the fish. You know, that way takes me right out there. No warm-ups or nothing else, you know.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a whiff.
Since Steve is not going to be on, we do have a couple of comments from him from his press conference after he won the tournament yesterday. And the following audio was recorded through the Golf Channel. And this is the interview that was conducted right on the course after he won the tournament.
Steve, incredible week, but it's been an incredible year so far. 5 wins, 3 of those majors. You look back at your long PGA Tour career, is this some of the best golf you've ever played in your life?
It's been fun. You know, I think I get so emotional because we put so much into it, you know. And this is a special tournament here. Gets me in the Players Championship next year, which is, you know, another goal of mine this year to get back there and play again. And yeah, you know, I'm just having a ball. I'm enjoying the ride, and you know, just hopefully continue, and you know, just trust and believe in what I'm doing.
Yesterday, a little struggle coming in the fairway. You really got dialed in today. Any adjustments you made going into this round?
Yeah, you gave me a lesson yesterday.
Well, it absolutely worked. You talk about the Players' Championship you're in, also the PGA. So now when you start rounding out your schedule next year, you're really going to have to think about, okay, where am I going to be fresh at and what I'm going to do? So that's a big decision you're going to have to make.
Yeah, it is, but it's all good decisions, right? It's all icing on the cake, you know, to be, you know, 57, 58 years old, whatever I'm going to be next year, to be able to still go out there and play in some of these major championships, you know, it's pretty cool to be able to have that opportunity still.
Well, at this young age, you know, we talk about on the Champions Tour, you just tied Hell Irwin now for 4th place in major championships. It seems like when the big events come, Steve Stricker rises to the top. Is that the case?
Well, I tell you what, it's fun, you know, getting in contention on a day like today and knowing that you have to do certain things, you know, and the more times I've been there, the more times I've been able to handle it, and that's been the fun part, and that's what keeps me motivated to come out here and continue to play. So, you know, when I can pull off a putt like I did at 15 and then hit that nice wedge in 16, that means a lot to me.
Congratulations. Great win, Steve.
Thanks, Billy Ray.
And talking about those two issues that he talked about, as Mike mentioned before, Steve, in the press conference, talked about where the tournament turned in his favor, and that was on hole 14 and 15 on Sunday.
I didn't hit that bad a drive on 14, and I played over there because I know I didn't think I could reach the bunker over there at 14, and ended up getting right on the edge of the bunker where I didn't have a very good stance. Thought it was really going to snap hook out of there and end up making a bogey. So all of a sudden, you know, it's a one-shot, you know, game and between Harrison and I don't know what David Toms was doing up in front of us, but you know, I hit a nice solid shot in at 15, and you know, so to make that putt and then to have Harrison miss that, I mean, that really was the turning point right there. You know, that's a killer when you're on the other end of that. You know, I know that. I've been there, and it's demoralizing, and but on my end, it was really fun.
And Steve obviously also said, and he said I've been asked this many, many times about the way he's playing right now.
I'm playing very consistently. You know, I have a lot of belief and trust in what I'm doing. You know, I'm not getting rattled. You know, today I felt very comfortable out there being in that position. And I think that's the difference, you know, from now to other years on tour. And, you know, just I never got in, you know, I won 12 times, but I never got into the contention like I'm getting into contention now on the Champions Tour. You know, I'm having more cracks at it, more times to fail, more times to succeed. And then when you do succeed, you know, you can draw off of those times. So I'm just getting in there more times now than I did on the regular tour. And, yeah, I'm learning from it.
Dennis, I'm curious, when you're watching his results, I know everybody talks about his wedge game and everybody talks about his putter. But I think what's underrated, my view, is how well he has driven the golf ball. He's put himself in positions and in these majors has stayed in the fairway when you have to stay in the fairway. What do you see as and does that get not enough attention of how well he's driven the golf ball?
No, I think it does. I think they've mentioned it, but what stands out is how he putts and how he hits it from 140 yards in. But you've heard me say a number of times, his history is in his future, and it's going to continue that way. He's done this enough times now. He's gotten older, right? Mm-hmm. And it took a while for him to get out of the small town thinking, and all of a sudden he became his own best teacher. All the things that we talked about that time. So when he goes out there, he has a bad round, then he shoots 65. What happened? Obviously, he knew what to do. He didn't call me up, so he knew what to do and to get it right. And it'll get better. He's going to have a good 10 years yet. He's only 56 years old, you know. So, and he's in really good shape, and he can hit it further if he wants. He's in that 275, 280 range, but he can hit it 300 if he wants to do it. I don't see him losing a short game. I don't see him losing the putting, so you know, I think I think he's going to keep on winning.
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I was just going to say 2 sets of numbers that jump out to me. His last 8 majors on the Champions Tour: first, second, first, second, first.
Yeah,
that's 5 firsts and 3 seconds last 8. He's played 15 majors as a Tour Champions, 7 wins, 5 seconds. So, I mean, he talked about it in that post-game little comment there, post-round comment. He's in contention all the time. You talk about being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Well, the more you do this, the more you get comfortable being in that spot.
Yeah, well, that's what he's doing. I mean, he's there. He's doing it. He doesn't get rattled when he does hit it bad. He shot 2 over, then he comes back and he shoots, you know. I'll just tell you that score on that. What did you shoot, 131?
On the weekend.
Well, then you could. I could put a 0 handicap in the middle of every green.
And he would
putt. Oh, no, he wouldn't break par. That's how difficult it is. Of course, sometimes the middle of the green is the worst place to be, too. But the fact remains is what he's doing is really good. And I think he's comfortable with people on his bag also. Mm-hmm. He's got some good people there who understand that he can get short every once in a while.
Yeah. So, Mario had it this weekend. Nikki had it up in Stevens Point. Obviously, he's won with Izzy on the bag, too. So
she's retired.
You see, that's it one time.
She's retired.
But maybe she didn't get paid. Maybe that's why she retired.
No, she got. Don't worry about her. She'll get paid.
But you guys just think of the people that we're talking about that he's getting near in terms of winning majors on the Champions Tour.
Yeah.
Langer leads with 12. Steve has now got 7, and if he's going to play another 5, 6, 7 years, he'll go past Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty incredible.
And he's done this year because there's 5 majors on the Tour Champions, and the last one is the British, of which he's not going. So, you know, this year, 3 firsts and a second. So the next time he's in will be next spring.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know if he's going to play. He's really fired up about playing in the Players, though.
Yeah. You could hear that. I thought that's where the emotion was, wasn't it?
Well, that's where it is, and then, who was the only guy that ever made the cut in the majors?
lives just down the other side of the track.
The other side of the road, so we aren't going to let anybody get ahead here.
Well, I actually, we had that potential audio, but we decided to cut it. But the end of his one comment was, and he goes, "Yeah, and that'll put me past Jerry." He said, "That'll take me past Jerry," and he kind of laughed. So
yeah, they would. Well, they're very close as far as friends goes. Family is. Jerry's very good, as you know. He's one of my favorite players, at least. And you talk about a short game. Now he led the short game up and down on the big tour for a while.
Yeah.
So he's.
So the question continues to come up, and Steve addressed it with Billy Ray in the post-round on the green interview about playing the PGA Tour events. So he's in the PGA Championship now, automatic qualifier for this. One of the players, and I'm sorry I don't know his name, one of the players on social media suggested that maybe Zach Johnson ought to give Steve some consideration as a captain's pick this year.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if he'll do that. He's like he said after he won the.
That was his major.
That's what he said. Ryder Cup. This is my major, and of course that's leading too. But we all looked this up. I mean, he's already qualified as a. Not a lifetime.
Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame, yeah. And I think, that's obviously everybody's goal. He's there. And maybe we ought to wait for a while before he gets in there, and then he figures he's got to win a few more championships to get in there.
Yeah.
Well, boy, he's on a great run, and I hope it continues. And we'll have Gary D'Amato on after this time out. This is Talking Golf at TPC, Wisconsin.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Do you ever think about how many ways we use the word house? In sports, protect this house. In music, burning down the house. At a restaurant, it's on the house. At Cleary, we use it a little differently. A shouse is a house with a storage shed connected. It's the best combo of living space and storage, and we build them every day at Cleary. Speaking of house, get the best prices of the season during the Cleary Open House Sale, August 3rd through the 5th. Visit clearybuilding.com today.
Oak Park Place is a proud sponsor of the Golf Effect radio show. While golfers need peace of mind to succeed on the course, Oak Park Place offers seniors and their loved ones peace of mind by providing the right balance of care centered around an active lifestyle. Hi, this is Pat Richter for Oak Park Place. Choose a senior living community with neighbors that become like family. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Locations throughout Wisconsin. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
It's time to lock in your tee time at University Ridge Golf Course. Now taking reservations up to 90 days in advance for the 2023 golf season. Book at universityridge.com. Proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship, University Ridge is a course for everyone with tees ranging from 5,000 to 7,200 yards. Even if you don't have time to play, stop out and play on the free putting course or pay $20 to hit practice balls for an hour on our grass tee practice range. Play where the Badgers and the pros play in 2023.
When it comes to golf, being the best takes years of hard work, focus, and love of the game. It's no different for Ridgetop Exteriors. For over 20 years, transferring our neighbors' homes with new roofs, siding, and windows has been par for the course, and we've mastered our craft. For a free estimate, go to ridgetopexteriors.com. Affordable roofing, siding, and windows, plus award-winning customer service. Get your estimate today at ridgetopexteriors.com and let them know Ridgetop Larry sent you.
Looking
for new equipment? TPC Wisconsin has a team of certified fitters that have been ranked top 100 club fitters by Golf Digest, Titleist, Ping, and Mizuno. TPC Wisconsin fitters use science, art, technology, and ball flight to determine the best equipment for your swing. To schedule your private fitting experience, contact Dylan Parisi at 608-249-1000. Learn from the best. Get better. Only at TPC Wisconsin.
Oh, boy.
Back with you from TPC Wisconsin on Talking Golf. I'm Mike Heller, Paul Brown, Dennis Tiziani with Dave McCann, the engineer. We'll talk with Ole a little bit later on what's going on at TPC. We welcome in right now Gary D'Amato. He is the president of the National Golf Writers Association of America and a well-known sparrer with Dennis Tiziani.
Oh, boy.
And Gary's at the state AM that's going on, and we'll get to some of that in a few minutes, but it's rinse and repeat when we talk about Steve Stricker and what he has done on the PGA Tour Champions with another major, his final major of the year. There is one more major, but it's the Senior British, and Steve's not going over. But, Gary, it is – we run out of words, so we turn to somebody that uses words all day. I mean, what do you say?
It's funny because I wrote on a Facebook post that I've run out of superlatives. So, there's only so much you can say about Steve that hasn't been said already. It's funny because last year he won the Golf Writers Association Ben Hogan Award, which we give to golfers who overcome serious injury or illness. And Steve couldn't make it to our dinner at Augusta and asked me to accept on his behalf. So I texted him yesterday and I said, Steve, when you are Senior or Champions Tour Player of the Year, you've got to come to the dinner next year. And he sent me back a smiley face emoji. So we'll see if we can get him down to Augusta because he's just about wrapped that thing up, I think.
Yeah, the way he's gone about this. So we were just talking off the air and a little bit on that. I mean, the 65, 66 Saturday and Sunday at Firestone, those numbers are just a little extraordinary.
Well, and the thing is, he looks so comfortable on the course, even when the heat is on and he's in contention or in the lead, which has been the case all year. He just looks so at ease with himself, so comfortable in his skin. And, he talked about how he's been in contention a lot this year, and he certainly has, and how it helps. I mean, you build on that, and you take that confidence into the next tournament, and he just looks like sometimes he looks like he can't be beat, to be honest with you.
From a player perspective, he really is becoming the face of the Champions Tour, isn't he, Gary? I mean, right now.
Oh, without question. I think, Mario Tiziani, Steve's brother-in-law, said it best, I think, at the AmFam Championship. He said right now he's the Tiger Woods of the Champions Tour, and it's really true. I mean, when you look at 13 tournaments entered this year and 10 top 2 finishes, I mean, who's ever done that? It's ridiculous numbers.
When you're watching him, what's the difference? Like, why is he this much better and consistently this much better than essentially the full field of competition? You get to see it kind of up close and pay attention. What do you see?
Well, I think David Thomas made a really good point in his interview after the championship yesterday. He said, Steve's playing a lot of golf. He's playing with his daughters, he's playing with Nikki, and he's around the game all the time now, and he's thinking about the game all the time. And he said the rest of us probably aren't doing that. And so I think, one, he's around the game all the time now, and he's and the other thing is he's as long as he wants to be. I mean, he's as long as the top 10% of the guys on the tour, and he's straighter than them. So you do that, and then you put a wedge in his hands, and with that short game and putting, I mean, it's all over. He's just he's got every part of his game working right now.
Tiz, what do you make of that? That he's around the game all the time right now because of Bobby and because of Izzy and playing on his own. Has that made a difference in what you see?
He's always done that, though.
Yeah.
He comes home. He come home for the tournament, okay, and I go ahead and I see the cart going down the road past my house. He's going to the golf course. He just got done playing. Just got off the airplane. He's back out playing again. So he likes to play. That's what he does, and he can't wait, of course, till he comes here. Of course, I know they sneak out here. They play a few holes and stuff here because he's a designer, That's what he bills it as. That's why he's out there. But what you hit it right on the head. That's what they do. They play golf all the time. So Nikki played with him the other day, and I said, "How'd you do?" She said, "I did pretty good, but it's really discouraging." They played up in Monaco. He shot 9 under one day, 8 under the next day. So there, that's him. I mean, he's going to play, but he's very much one-dimensional. He's high right to left. He doesn't do too many things, so it's the same action, same shot every time, whether it's his irons or whether it's his driver. So it's pretty simple, what he's got going, and that's what he wanted to do.
Gary, what do you hear from your colleagues that are golf writers around the country and that kind of thing? What are you hearing about Steve? What do they ask you about him?
Not too much. I mean, they saw him in action at the Senior Open. A lot of them came in and saw that. But he's, the Champions Tour, I love covering Champions Tour golf, but it really, for a lot of golf writers, it's kind of a second-class tour. And I wish it wasn't so, but all the national magazines and all the national golf writers, they don't really show up to Champions Tour events, and I think they should because, Steve is playing, I think, the best golf of his career, and he's playing better than a lot of guys on the PGA Tour. So I think hopefully as he keeps going here and piles up more victories, people will start paying even more attention to it.
Yeah, and I always wonder about that, and we have talked about it in the past, Dennis, as to whether Steve should try and play some PGA Tour events. I know that early when he was mixing the two, that got to be it could be a problem. How do those two not mix? Why doesn't that work?
Well, why would he play on that tour other than for the money? Money is not an object for him. Winning is.
Yeah.
He's got a place that he can satisfy that part, so it's that's where to be. I don't know. I think he could do well out there. I think competition is a lot greater out there.
Yeah.
I look at the people he's playing against. There's some good players there, but really, not like what I saw. I didn't recognize anybody on the big tour in this last tournament, and they're 16, 17, 18, 19 under par. I didn't know any of those names. There's no big names there, or whatever. They're supposed to be big names. So the other thing is that he's with a lot of friends out there. There's a lot
comfortable.
He's very, very comfortable. He's with a lot of friends out there, and he likes it when his family's there, and he can't wait to get home either because then we can cut the clover and do all that sort of stuff,
Put up the deer stands.
Put up the deer stands and all that.
Get the fishing gear.
Him and they're up fishing now. They're going tomorrow. They're going to fish for muskies. That's what he likes. He's a muskie hunter, so he's going to do that.
Gary's working, right, Mike?
Gary, you're at the State Am, so give us the lowdown on what's going on there. Working. He's working, Dennis. It's a different kind of work than what you're working.
He plays golf 4 times a week.
Yeah, it's we're out here at Erin Hills, beautiful golf course. Played really tough in the morning. The wind blew pretty hard. The wind kind of died now, and all the best scorers, or the 4 guys who are under par, are all playing in the afternoon. Jack Schultz right now is leading at 4 under with about 4 holes to go. And Ty Kretz is 3 under. There's a couple guys at 1 under, but nobody in the morning broke par. So it's playing tough.
Very good.
Did you say Ty Kretz was 3 under?
Yes. Yeah, he's playing well.
Well, you'll watch him. He's somebody to watch in the future. I know him pretty well, and that's really pretty good. That he's under that. I'll just tell you what, under par on that course is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't care if you play in the morning or at night. That's pretty good.
Gary, I got a question for you on Scotty Scheffler. I was talking about this before we came on the air. Scotty Scheffler, top 15 finishes over the last 40 years. His streak of top 15 finishes is now at 18 consecutive top 15s. The longest in that run of time is Tiger Woods at 19. That's an extraordinary number. Now, this isn't a bad thing. Well, maybe it is in his world. There's not a lot of wins in those last top 15, 18 times, but Scotty Scheffler is still the world number 1. What do you see from him and that number that he's put up as 18 consecutive top 15 finishes?
Maybe we lost Gary, huh?
I lost you for a second, Gary.
What the cap?
Oh, I just said he's the Steve Stricker of the regular tour.
There you go. Right.
He's a great ball striker. I mean, the best ball striker in the world right now. And,
I suppose I should.
When he putts, he plays great.
We're going to let you go, Gary.
Wait a while.
Wait,
I'm
sorry.
I was going to tell you a story because you're talking about this Scotty Scheffler, right?
Oh, yeah.
I tell you the story about this young man who I was teaching. He's from Florida. His mom called me and said, would you spend some time and teach my son? I saw you on whatever she saw me on. I said, well, I really don't do that. Well, he doesn't have a dad, and he's going on and on. So she gave me the sob story. So we took him up here. This is now about 4 years ago. So we took him, we got going. After 1 year, he qualifies for the Canadian Tour. He wins 4 tournaments in a row, takes off a week and wins the 5th, becomes the Player of the Year in Canada. So I get a phone call from his aunt. Hi, this is so-and-so, and I wanted to thank you for what you did for Danny. His name is Danny McCarthy. What you did, I said, well, coaches and teachers are overrated. Players are good because they want to be good. No, I know different. And she said, I work for a general down here in Texas, and because of what you did, we build homes for vets. And because of what you did, we're coming to Wisconsin to build home for vets. How about that one?
Yeah,
that's outstanding.
Okay, so he goes to that tour. What is it? This under tour?
Corn Ferry.
He goes to the Corn Ferry tour, and gets in a playoff. In the first year he's there, he wins. Who do you think he beats?
Scheffler.
That's right. He beat Scotty Scheffler.
So I was wondering how you brought this.
I brought that all the way around. He beat Scotty Scheffler in the playoff.
Gary D'Amato, thank you. It's always good to visit with you. I hope the rest of the week is good, and we'll talk again next Monday.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back after this timeout at TPC Wisconsin.
A new year, and maybe it's time for new equipment. If yes, Nevada Bob's is the place to go. Jeff and Max are the fittest fitters around, and they can set you up from driver to putter and everything in between. And anything else golf-related, wheel and deal with Joel.
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When you're looking for an amazing golf experience, look no further than Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells. This stunning championship course offers unforgettable views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is truly a sight to behold. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is a unique gem that offers challenges for all skill levels. Enjoy the Wild Rock experience. Do yourself a favor by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com. That's wildrockgolf.com.
Oak Park Place is a proud sponsor of the Golf Effect radio show. While golfers need peace of mind to succeed on the course, Oak Park Place offers seniors and their loved ones peace of mind by providing the right balance of care centered around an active lifestyle. Hi, this is Pat Richter for Oak Park Place. Choose a senior living community with neighbors that become like family. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Locations throughout Wisconsin. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
This is Gary D'Amato, senior writer for Killarney Golf Media and Wisconsin.Golf. Visit Wisconsin.Golf for the latest in golf news and feature stories about people, places, and tournaments in our state. And listen to Talking Golf on TPC Wisconsin to hear me spar with Dennis Tiziani. Wisconsin.Golf and Talking Golf. On the internet and on your radio dial, the voices of golf in Wisconsin.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Back with you on Talking Golf from TPC Wisconsin. I'm Mike Heller. Travis Becker is the director of golf at TPC Wisconsin. He joins us to talk about the lesson segment here. Some people dig technology in their personal, in their lives, you know, with technology on their phones or computers. And some people say, I don't want anything to do with it. That translates into golf. So let's talk about teaching with technology, because you have the ability to give all the feedback in the world from an analytics numbers standpoint to those students who are taking lessons from you.
We are. I think in today's world, the technology has taken over.
Yeah.
You know, if I look at even 20 years ago teaching golf, we did not have TrackMan. It was, you look at the ball flight and we could tell you if it had too much spin or it was launching too low or too high. But now we have tools like TrackMan and other launch monitors out there that they give you that information instantly after someone hits a golf shot.
Because I remember in the day when you first began, and those who have been in the business first began teaching with video lessons, right? And that's technology, and that still exists. But even then, you couldn't, at times, you weren't able to pause or slow-mo or look at a different angle, however that worked. So that's evolved as well. TrackMan we'll get to a little bit in greater detail here in a moment. But how does video help you from a teaching and learning standpoint?
Video is a great tool. I basically start every student off using video. It's a kind of the x-ray. It's if you go to the doctor and something's wrong with you, you're going to get an x-ray of some sort. This is our way to x-ray. We use that video. We can show them things they're doing well. We can show them things they may need to improve on. We could put a model swing up next to them that's someone familiar with their body type and see how they do things. And it's also a great tool to measure the progression of the student. So we can show them from week 1 to week 5 and show them the actual improvements.
All right, let's talk about club head speed, ball speed, spin rates, all of those things, because those are all relatively new in the golf industry from a teaching standpoint, to use the technology that you have in TrackMan to go ahead and show why is this ball turning right to left consistently, and then you can go back and see it. Why is that particular shot ballooning so high? All of those things come from the data that is taken from TrackMan, right?
Correct. So TrackMan is a Doppler radar machine that basically picks up 21 data points in a second when you hit that golf ball. And from a teaching standpoint, any teacher usually teaches one of the 5 ball flight laws during the lesson. And those 5 laws, 2 of them pertain to direction, which is the club path and the club face, and 3 pertain to distance, which is club head speed, center contact, and attack angle. And TrackMan gives you all those numbers instantly. So a big problem that we see with the bulk of our students is they slice the golf ball. So typically they're going to have a club path for a right-handed player that's moving 4 to 7 degrees outside to inside. And they're going to have a club face that's open 4 to 7 degrees.
Yeah.
And you can then put things together with there's going to be more spin on the ball. The attack angle is going to be steeper. But to show the customer that and show them what they're doing and have them look at the data and what the ball flight did because of that data and make the changes and show them the data again, they seem to learn a lot quicker.
And then they can take, if I can extrapolate forward, they can take that information to the golf course, which they don't have TrackMan when they're hitting the shot on the 4th tee. But if on the 4th tee, they replicate the shot that you said, look at 4 degrees open, 4 degrees outside to in, they can see the ball flight and go, oh, that's what we were just talking about. Even if they don't have the technology out there, they can take it out there.
Yes, we're fortunate enough here at TPC Wisconsin on our golf range that we can view the entire ball flight 12 months out of the year. We have a facility that's heated that you can hit from the inside and hit out. So I have some people that are into the numbers. They don't even look at the ball. They instantly hit the shot and want to see the iPad and what numbers did I have there.
Yeah.
So it's even teaching them and training them, look at the ball flight. You should be able to almost guess your numbers.
Sure.
So then, like you said, when you're on the golf course and the ball does something, you have an idea.
How do you take technology to the short game, even from approaches to on the green? Because some would say, well, obviously technology is just about long shots, tee shots, long irons. But I'm guessing it's not.
It's not. So our better players with the wedges, it's dialing in their carry yardage. It's dialing in their total yardage. That might be a particular shot with a wedge where I want to have a path that moves more out to in with a little bit of an open face because it's going to launch lower with more spin. That ball is going to be controllable. So it's great for wedge work and improving that game. It's also, we can use it on the putting green. It tells us the same thing with your club head speed. It tells us your path, your face, your launch angle of the golf ball on the putting green.
So hold on a second. You're using a version of TrackMan on putting or some?
We are using a version of TrackMan on putting.
Really?
Yep.
Now I want to hear a little bit more about that. You just touched on it briefly, but how does that work? I wouldn't think that translates to the putting green, but you're saying it does.
It does. So we still, when we use TrackMan with putting, we'll use it for putter fittings. It'll show us what your stroke looks like as far as in to out, out to in, down the line. It'll show us what your club face is doing at impact. It'll show us the contact point on the putter. It'll measure your tempo from your backswing to your forward swing. It'll tell us if you're hitting up on the ball. It'll tell us what percentage the ball is rolling or skidding in the putt.
Yeah, so the putt that I'm hitting that's bouncing and skidding a little bit, that's something you can fix for me.
We could fix.
We have time right now, maybe to.
Let's do it.
But all of this, wrap here. All of this technology is a part of the game, and for different students, it has different levels of involvement. But for you on the teaching side, you begin with understanding the technology of it, the data points, and then you can take it down to their comfort level on how much data they want.
Sure. It's one of our key points is not to overload the student. Usually a lot of times with golf lessons, less is more. So knowing the background of that person and their ability will give them just the right amount of technology.
Travis, I always appreciate this. And for those wanting more information, they go where?
TPCWisconsin.com, right on our website. They can go to the Golf Academy portion of the website. There is an inquiry form that they would fill out their name and email and their interest.
And I would remind, even though we'd love to have you as a member at TPC Wisconsin, you don't have to be a member to take part in the lesson programs. Travis, thank you. We'll be back with more Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
TPC Wisconsin houses a world-class golf instruction, coaching, and club fitting experience. Golfers have year-round access to our award-winning coaches and club fitters, state-of-the-art technologies, and PGA Tour quality facilities. If you'd like to learn more about junior and women's golf, private instruction, group coaching, or business clinics, please contact Travis Becker at tbecker@tpcwisconsin.com. Learn from the best. Get better only at TPC Wisconsin.
When you're looking for an amazing golf experience, look no further than Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells. This stunning championship course offers unforgettable views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is truly a sight to behold. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is a unique gem that offers challenges for all skill levels. Enjoy the Wild Rock experience. Do yourself a favor by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com. That's wildrockgolf.com.
When it comes to golf, being the best takes years of hard work, focus, and love of the game. It's no different for Ridgetop Exteriors. For over 20 years, transferring our neighbors' homes with new roofs, siding, and windows has been par for the course, and we've mastered our craft. For a free estimate, go to ridgetopexteriors.com or affordable roofing, siding, and windows, plus award-winning customer service. Get your estimate today at ridgetopexteriors.com and let them know Ridgetop Larry sent you.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you ever think about how many ways we use the word house? In sports, protect this house. In music, burning down the house. At a restaurant, it's on the house. At Cleary, we use it a little differently. A house is a house with a storage shed connected. It's the best combo of living space and storage, and we build them every day at Cleary. Speaking of house, get the best prices of the season during the Cleary Open House Sale, August 3rd through the 5th. Visit clearybuilding.com today.
This is Gary D'Amato, senior writer for Killarney Golf Media and Wisconsin.Golf. Visit Wisconsin.Golf for the latest in golf news and feature stories about people, places, and tournaments in our state. And listen to Talking Golf on TPC Wisconsin to hear me spar with Dennis Tiziani. Wisconsin.Golf and Talking Golf on the internet and on your radio dial, the voices of golf in Wisconsin.
And we're back at TPC Wisconsin along with Dennis Tiziani, Mike Heller, I'm Paul Braun, and Dave Oleschek is with us now. We affectionately call him Ole, and he's VP of Cherokee Park Incorporated. And Ole, it's been an interesting transition period here for you for the last couple of years, and it's hard to believe, but this thing is really rolling along, and they're now in the countdown for the opening day.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, actually. I was thinking back on this a couple of weeks ago. I'm looking back to, gosh, it's been 2.5 years since I've been back in Madison working on the project, and I was talking to Dennis maybe 5 or 6 months prior to that. So it's crazy looking back not only at the project, but just how the clubhouse and everything has changed besides the course, our staff, how that's changed for the better. Just a lot of great things to look forward to. And even though the opening on the 1st is a big deal and a momentous part of this project, there's still more to come, which is exciting.
Let's talk a little bit about opening day. You guys call it soft opening day. Exactly what's going to happen on August 1st?
Well, we'll have we already have the tee times open for our members, and depending on your membership category, you can book 30 days in advance, 21 days in advance, or 14. So tonight our 14-day people will be live and they'll be able to book up. Last time I saw we have 147 rounds that we have booked so far on the tee sheet, and we got 20 more open spots, so another 20 foursomes that can play on the 1st.
And your thoughts, you've played the golf course. I saw you on Facebook, and
Few
you played
holes,
one of the holes and that kind of thing. From your perspective, you played with Badger, as a Badger with Dennis as coach. What do you see out here from a golfing perspective?
I absolutely love it. It was neat to actually go out there and play a few holes and experience it from a playing standpoint, but for how many drives I've made around the course with Dennis, just checking out the course through its construction progress, and then as the grass is growing in and taking prospective members around the course for tours, and how it literally changes by the day with the way things have been going. It's just exciting to see. I think every hole is unique and different. It's exciting. Dennis has talked about this. There's really no signature hole. There's 18 signature holes, and I would agree. I just think it's a fun golf course, and I'm looking forward to playing a full 18.
Ole, I saw, not to bring up a negative, but a very short missed putt on hole number. Yeah,
I figured that would come
up on the video. And you guys are doing a great job on social media. That was I believe that was an Instagram post where you're showing the hole, and then Matt played hole number 2, and so that is in the countdown. But maybe both of you can give us a sense of what this run to the finish is, and we call it a finish. It's not the finish,
right?
But the run to the opening. This last 14 days, there's a lot that happens between now and then. Scorecards and the golf carts being delivered, and all the elements that go to it, the course being marked and rated, and all of those things, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you hit it all, and that's the thing that most people wouldn't think of as why would they really. But, yeah, we just got golf carts delivered last week. We're still in the process of finalizing the scorecard. We got the yardages and course rating and slope and everything. So we're doing that. there's locker assignments. The lockers are in, but it's not just lockers are in. It's how do we assign them to the members and figuring out a process for that so it's not mass chaos. There's training for the outside staff on how do you greet members and guests when they come in for opening day. There's tee times. There's website snafus that we've been going through. I've been going through. So, yeah, there's a lot of that we're still working through.
Dennis, what's this final 15 days like for you?
Actually, as I told you before, I'm really excited about the course. It's great. But I'm more excited about what's going to happen in our learning center.
Yeah.
From my perspective, PGA, teacher, all that sort of stuff, that is where it's at for me. The golf course is beautiful. There is nothing out there we wouldn't have done different. We're taking some areas that looks like it's not growing in right now, but now they'll start. We ordered the sod already, so it'll be resodded, so in 2 weeks you won't even know it's there. The tee markers getting built, and our group is building those tee markers. What is it? 1 through 5. No more colors.
Correct. Roman numerals.
Roman numerals.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're out of woke.
We're out of work. That actually brings up a good point that you brought up earlier, Mike. So those tee markers, each one takes 20 minutes to make on this engraver that we're having. We're engraving wood. So multiply 10 tee markers, 2 per tee times 5, 180 times 20, 30 minutes. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then the plates, the yardage plates on each one, the sign which says what hole it's in, those are on its way or here, ready to get put in. So there's a lot of stuff to do it. But we're concerned, and only mentioned about the meeting. I know I'm going to attend it, the meeting coming up in all the stuff that we need to do from a service aspect. How do you greet these people? And I'll write down the line. And we got, there'll be a dozen people sitting around there to make that happen. So there's a lot to that, But again, this learning center's got me going. That's where the time is.
Yeah.
Dave, how about membership? People might be interested. Kind of give us an update. Where are you at?
Busy. That would be a short answer. No, we're at about 125 members. We had one more sign up this week. I didn't tell Dennis yet, or today I should say. And we still have over 350 inquiries, so just working through those. I usually have a minimum of 2 tours per day to meet with people. Travis does a few himself, so we're staying busy as we go through opening.
Now, one final thought before we let you go. Inside, there's a lot of construction going on. All of that may not be complete by August 1, right?
Yeah, we'll be close, but there'll be some spillover for sure. Like the locker rooms, for example, the lockers will be done, but the wet areas in between the restroom, showers, and stuff, that's going to be a couple extra weeks. The entrance on the front here on the golf side, that's going to be, I think, 2 or 3 extra weeks. So it'll be close, but there's still going to be some spillover.
It's going to be a stunning event, though, and
upstairs in what's called center court,
they
just brought in, it's been there now 2 days, the bar top that's there is one of the trees that we took out here.
Yeah, I noticed that today when I walked through there.
Yeah. And there's some tables that are going to be out of those.
I saw a mark on the bar top where Paul's errant tee shot had dented the tree.
Yeah, that was it.
Only one dent?
Only one.
I got a deduct for that. I thought that was going to be something that wouldn't cost us anything. This thing. But, oh, man.
By the way, if you're interested in becoming a member, check with Ole. Just call and say, I want to talk to Ole about a membership.
That's right.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, I will add one more thing before we close out. So, Mike, I expected people to give me a hard time about that. You are actually the first one on that.
The first one to do it? Yeah, good.
I will point out, what's a cup size? About 3.5 inches?
Yeah.
And a tee is, what, a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch thick? So I made the putt.
Okay, it did go in. I thought it lipped out. My bad.
Ole, I tell you what, if you didn't like it, look at his left eye.
Yeah.
You could give him a shiner
right
on
here.
the right side.
Match me up, Ole.
I'm good, yeah.
You're listening to Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin. We'll be right back after this time out.
That's cool. Very cool.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Oak Park Place is a proud sponsor of the Golf Effect Radio Show. While golfers need peace of mind to succeed on the course, Oak Park Place offers seniors and their loved ones peace of mind by providing the right balance of care centered around an active lifestyle. Hi, this is Pat Richter for Oak Park Place. Choose a senior living community with neighbors that become like family. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Locations throughout Wisconsin. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
It's time to lock in your tee time at University Ridge Golf Course. Now taking reservations up to 90 days in advance for the 2023 golf season. Book at universityridge.com. Proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship, University Ridge is a course for everyone with tees ranging from 5,000 to 7,200 yards. Even if you don't have time to play, stop out and play on the free putting course or pay $20 to hit practice balls for an hour on our grass tee practice range. Play where the Badgers and the pros play in 2023.
Do you ever think about how many ways we use the word house? In sports, protect this house. In music, burning down the house. At a restaurant, it's on the house. At Cleary, we use it a little differently. A shouse is a house with a storage shed connected. It's the best combo of living space and storage, and we build them every day at Cleary. Speaking of house, get the best prices of the season during the Cleary Open House Sale, August 3rd through the 5th. Visit clearybuilding.com today.
A new year, and maybe it's time for new equipment. If yes, Nevada Bob's is the place to go. Jeff and Max are the fittest fitters around, and they can set you up from driver to putter and everything in between. And anything else golf-related, wheel and deal with Joel.
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Back with you on Talking Golf. I'm Mike Heller, Paul Brown, Dennis Tiziani with me, and Dave McCann, our producer-engineer. I just wanted to remind, the golf course, as it sits for TPC Wisconsin, will open 2 weeks from tomorrow on August the 1st. It is just one of 30 TPCs in the United States. It is a unique and special opportunity that is just going to be fantastic as it rolls forward. If you're looking for membership information, want a tour, want to come out and see what it is, you're a prospective member, tpcwisconsin.com is the site to go to, tpcwisconsin.com. It is a long time for those of us who are around it, it happens quickly, but it takes a long time when you're looking at the golf course and want to go play, and you're going to start to be able to play it on August 1st, and so many of us can't wait.
And another aspect of our talk show is the golfeffect.org charity. And there's an opportunity if you'd like to play Wild Rock Golf Course in Wisconsin-Dells. We have 60 passes. Some of them have been sold. For $60, you can go up to Wild Rock, play golf, and that includes your golf car. All you have to do to get those passes, maybe you want to put together a foursome, go to the golfeffect.org website, click on Golf Passes. Wild Rock will be there. Order the amount of passes that you would like to have. Maybe you want to take two foursomes up there, or just go up as a twosome or whatever. And you pay for the passes through PayPal, and then they will be sent to you by the people here at TPC Wisconsin. That money comes to the golfeffect.org charity, and so that's where the combination is. It's an opportunity for people to play a nice golf course, and to help us out in terms of the charity part of it.
And I want to just do 2 quick things on the way out. Steve wasn't on the show tonight. I want to wish him a congratulations for yesterday's major win again on the Champions Tour. It is his the end of the Champions Tour major run for him this year. He won 3 out of the 4. But just as importantly, maybe more importantly in the grand scheme of things, because what's the order? Family, faith.
No, faith, family.
Faith, family.
Education, golf. But in this case, faith, family, and then golf.
Well, number 2 on that list, family. Today is Steve and Nikki's 30th wedding anniversary, so a huge congratulations, because that's up near the top of the list, and so happy for them where they are and enjoying this time. That's why we gave them tonight off.
For Dave
Dave
Oleschek, along with Dave McCann, Dennis Tiziani, Mike Heller, Paul Braun, and that is Talking Golf at TPC, Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.